How you doing, Takoa? This is Jonathan Garcia from Bearfruit. Uh, Today I'm going to talk about the membership system and how um, the website has restricted pages only for restricted to non-members and available to members only. And I'll show you how to have a membership, how to open up a membership if you want to tell your users how to become a member of Takoa. I'll show you how to post a test post, as you can see here, and I'll also show you how the backend looks like and how the backend looks like for a member. Um, Now, different memberships show different backend systems. So for instance, an admin, um, you'll see all the features, while a subscriber and author will only show a specific amount of stuff. So right now, let's just dive right in. This is the member section here, and as you notice that right now we are actually currently logged in. The only reason we know that is because I just had access to the back end. So if you notice, if I go to member information, this link here, I have access to Takoa member information, and the Takoa member information category is the restricted category for members only. Um, so if you notice into the test post here, you'll see demo is logged in. So let's just log out real quick. Uh, what you see when you are not logged in. So let's go back to Takoa here, Takoa members, and so let's go into member, and now this is what they'll see when they're not logged in. They'll be in the members page. As a Takoa member, you'll be able to join the exclusive pages with member-only information. Now they're not logged in, so I try to click this link to enter into member information, and there you go, restricted to site members only. So what happens when I log in? Let's log in real quick, and I'm gonna log in under the demo account, and I'm gonna sign in. It's asking me to save, but I've made that. So now it automatically takes me into the back end, and this may get a little crazy, looks a little confusing, but we're only dealing with the posts here and the users here. Let's go into posts, and let's take a look at creating a new test post. And so here's the post that we created, test post, and it's under the category Takoa members content. That's very important when you're creating a post that you only want to make it exclusive to members. So let's add a new post here, and let's create testing 2. Um, and say test post for members only. And over here we have the category section, which is very important. You want to put it only to Takoa members content, and that will leave it exclusively for the members. Now it's important also to add a featured image. You want to make it look nice and consistent with the design and the layout of the website. So you always want to have a featured image placed onto your post so that when you go into the category, restricted category, you'll see a nice image set there. You can have it without an image, but to keep consistency on the whole site, it's better to add an image if you have default images. For instance, let's say you're sending a message to all the students of Takoa, and here's a nice default image that you can go to Takoa Education. Um, you want to go to the medium size because that's for all posts, and you want to use it as a featured image. Now you can put it inside the post so that when you go into the page, the image is there. But we want to use it as a featured image, and we can exit out. And now we publish the page. Now remember, we're not logged in. So that means that when I go to the site, oh, actually, I'm sorry, we are logged in. I logged in, that's why we're in the backend section. I'm logged in under Howdy Demo. So now that we're logged in, um, we can go back into the member section. My computer's a little slow because of my internet. Back into the member section. And yes, the username and password is asking you again, just in case if you want to log in as someone else or another user or there's an issue. It'll automatically replace the other user that you have. So member information, and we're not restricted anymore. There's testing 2, testing post for members only, testing post, and so on. So that is how to post and how to log into your members. Now let's take a look at how to um, um, access the backend and deal with users. So we're here and we'll enter into WB admin. That is the access backend section. That's the only way that you'll be able to access into the backend. So now we're in the backend and we're going to take a look at the user demo and we're going to take a look at his profile. And these are all the users that are currently on the site. These are test users, so don't be alarmed if there's a lot of people. And now we have here all the admin information. Now sometimes you'll get this banner here, up here, all this here, this gray, on the front end, and it begins to cover all the information. So for instance, you know how our search engine and social networking icons are on the top right here? This banner would cover over it. So you want to remove that, and it didn't show up on ours because we removed it earlier. So show toolbar when viewing site. You want to get rid of that toolbar, you want to add it, you check it there. If you want to remove it from the front end, you check it there. And so this is the user information where you'll be able to create a new password, add any AIM or email information just in case if you want to contact your users, a mass contact within your site. So if you want to add a new user there, and you'll be able to add all this information. They'll be sent an email based on, hey, congratulations, you're a member of TOCOA, and so on. Now, if you want a user to automatically become a member of the site, they would go obviously into members, and this would take them to register. Okay. Now, not every member will automatically have access to the site, so it's up to you, TOCOA admins, to allow them to be members, because you'll always have bots and spam, and members will automatically begin logging into your computer. And you want to make sure that they're real people. So you always have to make sure that when you're checking your site and people are joining in, as an admin, you go into the back end and you approve of them. Like, hey, I got your information, you send in their information, and you allow them to become members. So again, user, password, all the information, and in here, and you'll be able to register. So again, that is membership access.